Hello, spooky friends, and today you will notice I have no makeup on whatsoever because we are having a major winter storm out there, and I have been outside this morning trying to deal with, all that comes with winter snow as far as some light shoveling and laying down some salt and all of that good stuff. So, then, not to mention, I let my dog out to go potty. She normally loves the snow, but she's constipated, and she was trying to go, and it would not come out, and so she's out there forever, and my dad, who's elderly, is like freaking out because he doesn't understand that she's covered with fur, and she's fine, and she wasn't even out there that long. Anyway, that's besides the point. So, I thought I would take a break from all of the nonsense and film this video for you because I am getting excited. I love Valentine's Day and it is right around the corner. And so I thought, hey, why not give you guys some ideas on 4 spooky Valentine's Day movies. Hey, Valentine's Day, it makes a good date night. You can sit back and relax and order in and just take it easy. Of course, it's on a Monday this year, but you can celebrate the weekend before like we were planning to do. And why not? Chill out with some of these movies with some champagne and some chocolates or whatever your little heart's desire for Valentine's Day. Get in front of a nice cozy fireplace, get underneath a blankie, have a little fun. Okay, let's get to the videos. So, as you know, these videos are in absolutely no particular order. They're just whatever I happen to write down at the time, that's what gets told. So the first one is My Bloody Valentine. Now, there's an original that came out in 1981, and then there was a remake that came out in 2009. Both are rated R superstar. Right now, though, they are streaming on the premium memberships only. In fact, all of these movies that I'm about to tell you about are streaming on the premium memberships, which means that it's like you turn on Amazon Prime, and even though you have Prime, it'll still say rent this movie for such amount of dollars or what have you. You're very lucky if you can find them that they're not on the premium memberships. So, My Bloody Valentine. Rotten Tomatoes gave the 1981 version 58%. They gave the 2009 version a 67%. I disagree with the 1981. I think it deserves more. I love the original way more than the remake. Surprise, surprise, right? So anyway, My Bloody Valentine is 10 years after a murder spree in a small mining town, a maniac in a miner's mask returns with vengeance in his heart on Valentine's Day. It has very good acting. There's bits of humor all over the place. There's good gore scenes. The kills are phenomenal. It's a believable story. Parts of it are a bit slow, but you just hang in there. It's like, it really is a believable story. Like the 1981 version, if you watch it, I could definitely see that it would happen. That could very well happen in real life. The 2009 version that came out also has a 3D version that I've not yet to see. The acting is good. There's lots of action, lots of good kills. A bit predictable. Very dramatic, I'll say that. More dramatic than the first one. The first one, though, I think was trying to aim at being your typical gore slash film. And it executed perfectly in that. Like I said, I just prefer the 1981 version over the 2009 version. So definitely check it out if you can. My Bloody Valentine. Next up, we have a movie called Valentine. Came out in 2001. It's rated R superstar. Rotten Tomatoes gave it a 12. a 12. Typical slasher film. Good soundtrack. Picture it. Valentine's Day, 1988. Geeky kid Jeremy asks the four most popular girls in his class to a dance. What was he thinking? Of course, they all reject him. Finally, this outcast girl agrees to go out with him. So they get to the dance, they're making out under the bleachers, and suddenly the girl claims that Jeremy attacked her. So bullies come after him, they strip him down, beat him up in front of everybody. So let's flash forward to 2001. They're all in their 20s and gorgeous, of course. And they're getting stalked around Valentine's Day. At first, they don't know who it could be. And then they suspect that it's Jeremy. However, when they go to the police, they are told that Jeremy cannot be found anywhere. But one of the girls thinks Jeremy is actually her boyfriend. Plot twist. Didn't see that one coming. It is very cheesy. There are some good kills in it. There's some good gore. The plot is good, I think. Typical nerd gets revenge on bullies and preppy girls. Do I think it's a 12? No. I would have given it actually probably like maybe a 65, 70 in that category, but a 12? Really? All right, let's move on. We have Candyman. Okay. There's several Candyman films out there. The one I'm going to touch on first is the Candyman from 1992, because that's my all-time favorite one of the whole thing, the whole franchise. That's the very first time I was introduced to Tony Todd, and I've been fascinated with him ever since. Of course, all of the films are rated R, superstar. Rotten Tomatoes gave Candyman, this is the 1992 version, the very first one, a 77. I would have gone all the way. I would have gone all the way with it. I would have given it 100, hands down. So let me tell you what the 1992 version is about. So Helen and her friend Anne-Marie are researching a housing project in Chicago's North Side. Anne-Marie tells Helen about an urban legend that can come to life and kill people if you say his name 5 times in a mirror. They start to suspect that Candyman has come back and is responsible for the murders in the building. Helen says his name and learns the truth. Oh, yes, she does. So, there was also Candyman from 1995, which is Candyman, was it, I'm confused by my notes. I think Candyman 95 was Farewell to Flesh. 99 was Candyman Day of the Dead, and 2021 is the newest Candyman that just came out. Now, let's talk about the 2021 version, even though I would not like to. So the housing projects of Chicago's Cabrini Green, which is the same as in the 92 version, were terrorized by the urban legend known as Candyman. Present day, an artist begins exploring the urban legend and unleashes a wave of violence that puts him on a collision course with destiny. It is predictable, the acting is cheesy, it is slow, and there's lots of mirrors in this one. It's, yeah. Because I guess they wanted to drive home the fact that, you can only see him in the mirror. You can't see him anywhere else. You can only see him in the mirror. That perspective has a little bit of mixed feelings for me. Sorry. I get that maybe they were trying to do something a little different. I get that. And they wanted to make sure you understood that he lived in the mirrors, and that's how he was able to come and kill you, was projection through the mirrors. But it doesn't follow the 92 version, because in the 92 version he would appear like he was real. So yeah, I'm not a fan of any of them except the 92, the very first one. Imagine that. The others to me are just boring, silly, pointless, didn't need to be made. The 2021 version, don't waste your time or your money if you decide you want to watch it. Seriously, very disappointed. But I should have known. Any horror today is just crap. So if you're gonna watch Candyman, definitely watch the 1992 version. Definitely, that's the best one. Okay, and last but definitely not least, Bram Stoker's Dracula. It also came out in 1992. It was rated R Superstar. I know there are a lot of other Dracula films out there and vampires and all that crap. This one is the granddaddy. This one is the best. I promise you. It ranks very high up there alongside of Interview with the Vampire. They're like tied. For me anyway. Rotten Tomatoes gave it a 75. Are you freaking kidding me? Because it's phenomenal. So Count Dracula, a 15th century prince, is condemned to live off the blood of the living for eternity. Young lawyer Jonathan, played by Keanu Reeves, is sent to Dracula's castle to settle a land deal. When the Count sees a picture of Jonathan's fiancée Mina, played by, really? Her name just completely left my head. Winona Ryder, who is the spitting image of his dead wife. He sets off to London to find her, his one true love for eternity. Does he find her? Yes, he does. So definitely watch Bram Stoker's Dracula. If you want to make it like a really good date night for that, I would watch, if any of those 5, I would watch Dracula. It's a long movie, yes, but it is worth it. The acting is just superb in that movie. And I want to say the same thing for the 1992 version of Candyman as well. The acting is phenomenal in both of those films. So I highly recommend that you watch Bram Stoker's Dracula. Once again, it came out in 1992. So, but it's one of those that if you can find it where it's not on a premium membership, it's your lucky day. Otherwise, you'll probably have to pay a little bit to be able to watch the film. But if you've never seen it, you gotta see it. Even if you're not a person that's into vampires and things like that, the love story in itself is just phenomenal, and it just shows the lengths that he would go to return to his one true love. Yeah, like I said, I highly recommend it. Highly recommend. So that's going to wrap it up today for my 4 spooky Valentine's Day movies. And I hope each and every one of you has an awesome Valentine's Day. I know that I will. I always do. I always plan that in my mind that I am going to achieve that on Valentine's Day. I don't know why I like Valentine's Day so much. I just do. Even as a kid, I was just so excited about Valentine's Day, because back then this is probably showing my age, but we had actual Valentine's Day parties, and everyone had this brown bag, and you got to decorate it all up with hearts or whatever, and it had your name on it, and you hang it up on the wall, and then everyone bought Valentine's Day cards from the store, those cheap little cheesy cards, and you had to put one in each and every single person's bag for Valentine's Day. And it was always so fun to read them, and you would be surprised. Like, some people would bring in like candy and they would attach it to the card, and it was really fun. And then in high school, you could buy a red rose, if you wanted to become a secret admirer, or if there was someone that, you know, like you could send it to your boyfriend or girlfriend with a note attached. And then there was also a yellow one that you could buy and you could send it to your friends. And let's just say that, and I'm not bragging here because I was totally shocked. Let's just say my senior year, okay, I walked out of school with a freaking bouquet. And the majority of it was red roses from someone that I do not know. Like, I just kept getting red roses with secret admirer cards constantly. Was it my friends playing like a little joke on me, trying to make me feel good? I don't know. Or was there really one person that was doing all this and was too scared to tell me their true feelings? I don't know. Was it several people that wanted to tell me but hid their true feelings? I don't know. I'll never know. So anyway, so that's going to do it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. And remember, stay spooky, my friends.